Mark Young here. Thanks for joining us. This video pertains to the ParentSquare communication application that we've adopted in the Webster Grove School District. This video is going to focus on specifically how to send messages within ParentSquare, both to entire classes, specific students and parents, or to a custom group of students that may be really important if you're a club sponsor. All right, let's walk you through how to log into the website, how to send messages to class rosters, how to create a custom group of students for messaging, and how to, once you're on the ParentSquare website at parentsquare.com, you will notice that there is a sign in with Google button. That's going to be your easiest way to sign in on a regular basis, so click on it. If this is your first time visiting the website on this browser or even on that computer, it's going to ask you to identify which Google account you wish to use. So make sure it says wgmail.org in the email address. After this step, you will be, if it's a first time access, you may be required to put in the password associated with your wgmail.org account, and then very well you may have to do the two-factor authentication with an authenticator app or your phone to do that. All right, here we are. The important part to pay attention to is what is located up here along the top, as it is the easiest way to determine what part of the website you're looking at. This app is broken up into school district view, high school view or school view, and then class view. So right now, when you first log in, you will land on the Webster Grove School District page, and announcements from the school district will appear in the middle. To switch over to your specific school building, we will click on schools up here in the upper left, and then whatever school is available to you will show up below. All right, so we're going to click on it and leave the school district view and go over to Webster Groves High School in this example. Once we go over to here, we will see further communication that is very specific to the building in which we work in, the high school. From here, we have to decide, do we want to send a message to a class or to specific students or to a group? And we'll get to groups last. To send messages, over here on the left, you will see a spot that says Messages. Click on it, and from here, you will see all of your previous messages, similar to looking in Gmail. It looks very much like you're looking at email, but these are messages that I've sent in the past, and I've blocked them out to protect the privacy of my students and parents. Up here along the top, you will see there is a new message button. That's going to be the important one to look for. After we click on it, we are going to get a search box. So from here, we are searching for the student that we wish to send a message to. I'm going to just pick a student for right now and show you what the next step would look like. Once I've identified the student or students, and again, these are check boxes, so I can choose as many as I want, and I can even search through the roughly 1,300 some students and find exactly who I'm looking for, check all the boxes. And down here at the bottom, it says, do you want to send a private message? It's going to be created for each participant, kind of like a blind carbon copy, so they won't see each other's names show up in the to box in the message. Or you can send a group message, kind of like carbon copying. I'm going to say private message. That's my safest option. Type up whatever message I want in here, and then press the send button. That's all there is to it. Now, keep in mind, when you send a message to a student, any registered parents or legal guardians are also going to be aware that the message was sent as well. So, complete transparency, everybody can see the communication that took place. So, that's the process for sending a message to a specific student or a selection of students. If you want to send a message to everybody in your class, that's a little bit different. So the way we would do that is go back to Post, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see it says My School Classes and Groups, and we'll talk about groups in a minute. But here you will see all of the classes as they have been imported from SIS from semester to semester. So if I wanted to send my robotics students a message or a post, I would click on the course first. Notice we've left the high school view, and I'm now on a view that is specific to just my students in this period and in that program, and then I can send a post right here. So sending a post is similar to a message, it's just that now all students are going to get it. When we click on New Post, similar to an email, we have a subject box. We have the ability to say, hey, who do we want to send this to? Just to this, the teachers in the course, Do we want to send it to the parents, the students, or any guests? You can choose who you want to send that to. Type up a subject and a message, press post. very similar to social media. You even have the ability to preview your message if you would like to. And just like with Canvas, this is kind of a rich content editor where you can add pictures and kind of fancy up the message or the post. Also, that's something that's unique from posts that messages do not have is the ability to add calendar entries or invitations, add photos. If you want to have permission forms, you can add those over here. If you want to request items from parents, maybe Kleenex, school supplies, permission, those items are over here. And if you would like to request for volunteers for programs for your course, those are over here. Okay? So from here, we want to talk about how do we create custom groups. So these are great for extracurriculars or clubs. So if we go up here to the upper left, I'm going to go to Home. And you notice Home takes me back to Webster Groves High School, not the school district. And I am going to go over here to the left and look for groups. Okay, if you do not see groups, reach out to me and we will make sure that it does appear as it was recently added by the school district. Click on Groups. And from here, we're going to go up in the upper right and say New Group. Give your group a name. Before you do that, we have to decide if it's a static group or an auto group. For now, just choose static group, meaning it's not collecting anything from SIS to figure out who the rosters are. So new static group, then give it a name, whether that be DECA. What is your club called? Is it going to be the esports team? Is this going to be the step team? Whatever your club is or group is called, put it right there. Maybe put a description, and then make sure it says private. And down here at the bottom, it says add members by selecting students. So just like when you sent a message earlier, now you're going to go through and identify all of the students that belong to this custom group. You can, if you need to, you can go through and add additional members. Maybe you want to add their parents to that group as well so that everybody sees the communication, and then press save. Okay, to send messages to that group, we just go back to groups and then find your group. I have one called Independent Studies Students. If I click on my group, now I can send them a post or I can send them a message. Groups will also appear in the upper right corner where your classes are listed. So the groups are down here at the bottom. So that is another way to quickly find a group and send them a message. So if we want to post, we can. Or if we want to send a message, we can click right here where it says send a message to the group. And just like you did it with individual students, put a subject, what message, using the imaging tools or design tools, and send a message to them that way. Again, just like with classes, you can decide if parents are going to be a part of that communication. I would always recommend that they are included in that communication. All right, that's the process of logging into the website, sending messages to classes, as well as posting. How do we create custom groups, and then how do we send messages to those custom groups using the new ParentSquare app. If you need any help whatsoever with this, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to sit down one-on-one or with your CLT and explain the process to you and answer questions. All right, take care, everybody.